Kevin, it's 14 wins from the last 17 matches in all competitions for Manchester United. Maybe not at their best yesterday, but the result all important.
Very important. I think Ten Hag is really getting a tune out of this Manchester United side. Marcus Rashford is on fire. And they are in the mix-up right now for the title. Make no mistake about it. They've played, obviously, 2 games more than Arsenal at the top. But their form right now, you have to take them seriously because they have got strength in depth. They could afford to leave major players out of the squad and still go to Elland Road and win, 2-0. Wasn't convincing, but to win there 2-0 is very difficult to do. So I take Manchester United very seriously now.
And the form of Marcus Rashford, extraordinary, particularly since the World Cup. It's 13 in 15 since he got back from Qatar.
Unreal. And what a great finish again yesterday. Brilliant delivery from Luke Shaw, but his movement and just the confidence of the player. And I think, Ten Hag, I think, has come in and he's looked at this player and thought, I can develop you and make you into an even better player than you were before. And I think he's really made it his project. I think Rashford's really responded to that, and you can just see the confidence. Because straight away, I think Ten Hag said afterwards, didn't he, that he doesn't want him to be lazy, he wants him to keep going.
He says, I don't know when it will stop, but if you're satisfied with it, then it will. And because satisfaction goes to laziness, you have to keep investing every day. When he keeps the investment and keeps the focus in every game and brings the energy and belief, he will keep scoring.
Which is brilliant. And I think that is just keeping the focus, isn't it? And he knows that he's got the ability to score, whether it's with his head, his left foot, his right foot, it doesn't matter. He's got that ability, he's got that movement. And I just think having Ten Hag helping him, coaching him, I think you can only just see him getting better and better with the confidence that he's got at the moment.
I think Ten Hag does something in the second half of games which is very smart. He moves Rashford from the left to the centre.
Yes.
And, normally Weghorst comes off and Rashford goes in the middle. He did yesterday. He kind of played them both through the middle.
Weghorst almost plays as a 10.
Played as a 10, playing both through the middle so they can alternate at the top end of the pitch. Comes up trumps again. Both against Leeds, scored in the week and then scores the first goal yesterday. So Ten Hag's got to take some real credit for switching Rashford around to get the best out of him.
Yeah, and I think having Weghorst there as well, he's somebody else that the defence needs to worry about.
Yeah.
So you're thinking as the crosses come in, you've got Weghorst to worry about, so you've got to account for him. Yeah. So it certainly works.
It's interesting, though, isn't it, Kev, because it's sort of a little bit malign, that signing of Weghorst, wasn't it? But it seems that everything that Erik Ten Hag is doing at the moment is working. I
think because Weghorst kind of knows exactly what Ten Hag does, what he wants, his system. There's been times where Weghorst has come off and Rashford's gone on to score goals, but this was the right call against Leeds. Leave Weghorst on. Weghorst's hold-up play was very good yesterday, but not only do you need that, you need somebody who's going to make the defence think about somebody going in behind. That's what Rashford's there for. Great ball out to Luke Shaw, whose first touch set up the cross. Cross comes in, and who's first there? It's Rashford. So amazing.
The overarching point, Sue, would be that his man management seems excellent, Ten Hag, because he seemed to play the whole Cristiano Ronaldo scenario and soap opera very well. He's getting the best out of Marcus Rashford, Garnacho, who comes on and scores as well. Yes, there have been sort of question marks a little bit about his attitude earlier in the season, but again, he's maybe sort of starting to see just how good this guy can be.
Yeah, I've been so impressed with everything that Ten Hag's done. Like you say, off the field, I think the way that he's set standards, I think the way that he's dealt with certain situations, because it has been difficult, the Ronaldo situation, Harry Maguire not playing, but still
Sancho
keeping him part
as well.
Sancho, but still keeping him part of the squad. So it's that man management side. Obviously, then you can see the way that he wants to play. You see Manchester United are playing that way, or they're starting to play the way that he wants to play. That will only improve, and that will only get better. And then the way that he's dealt with, the young man Garnacho, because he obviously started him, didn't he? Sancho came on and scored the winner, and that was swapped round. He then come on and scored the second goal. And no doubt he's a young man with so much talent. And again, that's just something else I think Ten Hag is trying to develop him into one of the best players around, and that's something that I think he's good at, that man management side.
Challenge. I think he challenges the players. Yeah. Just by what you read earlier, Rob, challenging Rashford to not be lazy, not just to rest on his laurels. You know, Garnacho, you see Garnacho after he scored, he's giving it that to the manager. And the manager's on the side loving it because you're proving him wrong.
Yeah.
Which manager doesn't want players to prove them wrong by scoring goals and winning games?
And the other point, though, is he's also seemingly getting his rotation right as well, because he sees what's coming up further down the road. He's got a League Cup final, he's got Barcelona in the Europa League. He's taken Varane out the team this week. Martinez, Casemiro's been suspended. Every little thing, as I said before, it seems to be working.
It does. It seems to be working. But, you know, he inherited a good squad at Manchester United. Let's not take that away from Manchester United. They had a good squad. What they probably didn't have was the direction. And seeing the way Ten Hag's managing this squad and, you know, resting players and rotating, he's getting it right at the moment.